Fortes explosões foram ouvidas hoje no Líbano, enquanto Israel lança novos ataques aéreos. De acordo com as autoridades locais, 486 pessoas foram mortas no país desde o início da guerra. Outras 700 mil já foram deslocadas pelo conflito. O correspondente da CNN, Nick Paton Walsh, acompanha a movimentação na fronteira de Israel com o Líbano.
Yeah, that is Lebanon behind me. We have, since we got here last night, been hearing ferocious airstrikes in the distance during the night. On the ground here, I've seen Apaches and jets. We've seen troops maneuvering, tanks maneuvering as well. Not signs of a full-flown ground invasion that we're seeing here publicly, being far from it, frankly. But we are also learning from the Israel Defense Forces that they conducted their second targeted raid inside of southern Lebanon. That may have been the extraordinary firepower we were seeing being deployed last night that at times lit up the sky, targeting key facilities and commanders inside of southern Lebanon. So clearly Israel putting in ground troops on two occasions that we know of so far, the earlier being in the Bekaa Valley a couple of days ago now, but not, as we can see at the moment, preparing for a more extensive assault. Separately, far to the north of where I am, the southern suburbs of Beirut are being significantly pounded again. A huge blast heard there just recently. And so this sort of separate chapter to the conflict, absolutely related, inextricably connected, because Hezbollah began, I think, this conflict by saying they would avenge the death of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Separately, it is pursuing, it seemed, quite fast pace. We've had these significant evacuation orders. We're seeing significant firepower certainly being deployed. It does seem to be more about targeted things that Israel is necessarily striking, but the noise of outgoing artillery fire, and indeed we've just had in one of the nearby towns here rockets flying in over our heads, interceptions that were extraordinarily close, almost no warning, frankly. The moment you hear a siren you have to take cover, but a real sense here, I think, that Israel is perhaps picking up the pace of the targeting. You perhaps see over there in the distance on the hillside one of the artillery rounds we just heard fired has landed on the hill behind me, and I'm sure this microphone can't pick it up, but the sound of drones is omnipresent here, as, to be honest, has been the sound of jets that we've been hearing too. But Israel sustained their first fatalities of their assault yesterday, the first two, and we're now over 400 Lebanese dead here, nearly 100 of those children, according to Lebanese officials. So this separate chapter, moving, it seems, quite aggressively towards Israel's goals, but as I say, I'm not seeing signs of a full-flown ground invasion being prepared at this point. So.